One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and it is a windy day out, really windy. And what I've got here for you is my 1991 E350 Ford, and it's a custom chassis, let's say. It's an actual built EMT vehicle. And I need to actually look up the name and number and all that stuff because they have a name and number they put to them. That's a actual thing with these. This was number 99. And from what I hear, they build them in the bunches like a grapes. Look at the wind out here. My God. Okay, I'm trying not to have it be too loud, but it might just be kind of loud. Oh my, it is definitely a windy day. Okay, I'm gonna go around this kind of a once around. You can check out my website, oneownercarguy.com. What I'm gonna do is go around it once, and I'm gonna show you underneath it to where you can see any of the suspension and components and stuff like that. I'll tell you right now, it's got brand spanking new tires on it, man. Just brand spanking new tires. And it's gonna be loud right here. I'm sorry. Probably kind of yelling anyways. So here we go. I'm just gonna drop right underneath and do it to it. It's only got 69,000 original miles on this little rig. So here we go. I just worked out yesterday, so I'm feeling kind of hurting here, but getting down underneath is just as clean as can be. Super, super clean. All there is to say about it. You might get a damp gasket or something somewhere, but it's not leaking all over and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be hard to get up. Sorry, it takes me a little bit longer today. I'm gonna go ahead and show you under here for the tranny and any of that stuff. Just clean as can be. Super, super clean on the rear end and everywhere. Tranny, clean as can be. Clean truck. Even all this, it'll wipe off. You could shine this up. Somebody touched this up on here, maybe some of it, meaning the mud flaps and such. I don't know. I know I touched the chain up and lock. It had all been painted, and I didn't touch up that side. It looked like that, in fact, but it was just sitting like that, and somehow I missed the other side. There is, look at these tires. Titties on the tires and flaps like crazy. Titties, titties, titties. I don't get the max 85 on the back and max 65 on the front, but that's what it says. Same tire. They are the Futura Scrambler AP2 on an LT 215 85/16 with a load range of E. Okay. That's your once around and your underneath around. And here we go for the damage, which I honestly don't have much to talk about when it comes to damage. It's just pretty clean. There is the factory little, where you can see this kind of wave in the teensy bits where the rivets are, and that's about it. The worst thing I can say is this. I'm gonna back up and show you. You can't really see from a distance anything, but if you really start to look, and I can see it right now, you might be able to. Right here is an F, right here is an E. That's relief, that's disaster relief, and there's your American Red Cross with the cross right here. You could even stencil it out and redo it. You could be the American, well no, you better not do that, but you could. Okay, there's a chip in here in the paint, and just clean as can be, straight as can be, all up and down. There's a couple bulbs out on the lights. Paint's chipping off around here just a little bit, and it's only because they painted that rubber seal, which I would probably repaint it now. The 99 is still on there a little bit, and it looks like whoever took this off tried to razor blade it. Light cracks in this because, like I say, they painted this, and you could actually rub on it and chip it off some because that is pliable rubber in between the two. This thing runs and drives like a dream. That's all there is to say about it. It runs and drives like a dream. I could probably say that 3 or 4 more times. There's a couple little chips up on the bonnet or hood type thing here. You got your running lights up top, which is really cool. You get a truck this big, you gotta have running lights. If you don't have running lights on a truck this big, there's just something wrong with you. That's what people will think, at least. Extra straps and stuff down in here. The flooring like this and all that good stuff. Trying to do all this with one hand is hard sometimes. Okay, so that is the outside. You've seen the stuff there. Now there's a spot right here that I want to show you. Looks like it's almost been touched up, and there is a chip in the paint there. I believe this said disaster relief somewhere, but I don't see it. I think right in here it had something, but I don't think it was on as long because you just don't see it in there. That's all there is to it. This bumper is mean as can be. Mean bumper! With a watermark on it that shouldn't really be there. But nice truck, clean truck. California, a little bump in the bumper. A bump in the bumper right there and right there. Underneath. One clean truck. Okay, down the driver's side. Super, super clean. I've said that over and over. I'm sorry. A little split the paint there a little bit. A couple marks right here. Don't know what happened. I wasn't there at the time. Little connector thing for something. Little gouge in the paint right there. It's tiny, but it's there. Bigger one right here. It's not as tiny. It's also there. Winders everywhere. Yes, sirree. Couple more bulbs out. I don't know which ones. I'm going to come from the front forward now to kind of get you a look down the sides. Little protruding thing here and protruding thing there from kind of probably shutting the hood rod in it or something. Light dent right there, I think. Probably from popping down on this to get this thing to open. Little scratches there. The grill's in great shape. Look at this bumper. Would you just look at there? Like that video. I forget who that was. Ed Bassmaster. He's got some funny stuff on here. Me and my buddy, it flipped up in the feed yesterday and we were watching that one just laughing our butts off about would you look at that. So you can add the would you look at that on YouTube and it'll show you. A little chip right there maybe. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna go down the side of this thing and really give you a look. The battery box there, there's an extra battery junction box type thing there. I'm gonna show you in the wheel well. It's super clean in here. Super, super clean. And look at all the tread on the tires. It's just out of control, the tread on these tires. They're new. This thing had a lot of fees due when I got it and stuff, and I think it had just sat for 10 years. And basically, they put brand new tires on it because they were flat. 7 to 10 years, I don't know. I know it runs great, drives great. This is one great truck. I can't see anything else to talk about. Oh, there's one more there. I showed you that. There's a whip antenna missing up there. Got spotlights on the back and little pokey things to keep it from smacking too hard back into there and hurting us too much. One of your pop rivets right here could be smacked back in a little bit. And there is these little marks right there and right there. A little scratch there and there. I showed you everything else. There might be a tiny, tiny something I missed. Like a speck in the paint right there. Right there. And that's it. I don't know of anything else on this truck. It's beautiful. My website is oneownercarguy.com. You can check that out. And I'll have about 80, 90 pictures of it on here. I'm going to do the test drive, interior, and all that stuff. There'll be a link at the end of this video to the interior. A link at the end of that video to the test drive. And all that. I'm going to kind of make sure I got you all. And then look around, make sure I showed you everything about this truck. Lenses are good. Yeah. I can't think I showed you in the box. There is another little connector thing on this side I'm going to show you up close. And I don't know if I pointed out this little paint check there. And whatever that is. I don't know if it was another whip antenna or what. It's also got the same one of these on this side. All your lenses are just great on it. This thing, it seems to have been very well maintained. Inside, outside, the whole deal. So that's another around And I'm gonna flip around to the front now. You'll see the ending, and I'm gonna tell you if you want, or if you're interested in this, it's Nathan, 406-546-8748. You can reach me absolutely anytime. If it's later and this has been up for a long time and I've sold it, that's okay. I get a lot of this kind of stuff. Give me a call anyways. OneOwnerCarGuy.com. The wind's crazy. Hope you could have heard me. I might need to have this truck whipped out for the disaster that's coming here. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you.